Filleting a rainbow trout. A couple of things about freshness. How can we tell if this fish is fresh? We're going to look at the eyes, and if it has an alarmed, clear look to the eye, we're going to go with it's fresh. And if we push down on the flesh and it springs back up, that's another indication of freshness. So our first move that we have to do is we're going to cut the head off right behind the gill. So straight down and remove the head. Now if we look at the fish, we're going to see the backbone, and we're going to rest our knife right on top of that backbone. And as I cut, I will hear some clicking. Those are the rib bones that we're cutting through, and we're going to just use our knife with a saw motion all the way to the tail. And that will be our one fillet. We'd like to see most of the backbone cleaned off. If there's any residual flesh, we can take a spoon and clean off the rest with the spoon. And we can use this for all sorts of things, whether it's in a soup or a crab cake or a fish cake or any kind of tartare we might want to do. We don't want to throw that away. The other side is very similar motion. Could be a little trickier. You just gotta make sure you get the right spot on top of that backbone and just keep cutting until you get to the end. Now we're just going to clean them up a little bit to make them look nicer. We're going to take off the dorsal fin, which is on the top. We have some of the rib bones. Then I'm just going to put my knife right underneath the rib bones, and with one smooth stroke. And if it's more than one, we get back. We try and take all those rib bones off. So what I like to do, because it tapers off to the tail, I like to try and make that as even as possible for even cooking. And again, we can use some of this belly fat for other jobs in the kitchen. So one more time, we're going to take the rib bones out. Take your knife, get right underneath the rib bones. It really helps if you have a flexible boning knife. For fish filleting, it makes it a lot easier. And then we're just gonna, again, fix that up for our purpose. Now we're not quite done. We have a few pin bones that are stuck in the flesh, and we lift them up with our fingers. And then you need a pair of tweezers, and you just gotta like feel your way through and find the pin bone and pull them out one by one. And that is a filleted rainbow trout.